In September 2025, at the United Nations General Assembly in New York, South Korea's President Lee Jae-myung delivered a message to the world, a promise to move beyond the long Cold War on the Korean Peninsula and begin a new order. South Korea's security vision now goes beyond peace for Korea alone. It aims toward security shared with the world. In the final part of our series, we unfold that broader blueprint. This blueprint stands on three pillars. First, dialogue and exchange are the most powerful ways to dissolve hostility. Second, building formal relationships among South Korea, North Korea, and the United States. And the final pillar is denuclearization. These three do not exist in strict sequence. Exchange opens relationships, and relationships make denuclearization possible. They function as a cycle that reinforces itself. In the past, the logic often sounded like this: no dialogue until denuclearization. But a more practical approach suggests something different. Dialogue must begin for denuclearization to become possible. Everyone understands one thing clearly. The nuclear issue cannot be solved overnight. That is why a phased approach is often proposed: freeze, reduction, and eventual elimination. First, halting further nuclear development, then gradually reducing capabilities as trust grows, and ultimately reaching full dismantlement. A key principle is reciprocity. When one side takes a step, the other responds in kind. It is seen as a pragmatic pathway that keeps negotiations alive and acceptable to the international community. Peace on the Korean Peninsula is not a challenge for Korea alone. South Korea maintains its alliance with the United States while also seeking cooperation with China, Russia, and Japan. It reflects a pragmatic diplomacy centered on national interest. Korea is no longer only shaped by great power competition. It also seeks to play a role in easing tensions in the region, because stability on the peninsula influences prosperity across Northeast Asia. Peace does not exist only in grand diplomatic statements. It is felt in the stability of everyday life, a morning that begins without fear of war. The final scene imagined by this vision of coexistence is simple: moving beyond an era of confrontation toward a peninsula where people, culture, and economies move freely. Beyond an age defined by hostility, toward an era of coexistence and shared prosperity. And that journey is not only Korea's story, but part of a future the world is watching together.